pros are no distractions, good weather all the time, good training facilities, and the cons are there is no con.
Very happy place. It's just getting the timing back, getting rhythm, being able to see things in the ring, being able to make things happen.
Okay, maybe we try. Yeah, okay. Right,
Shocking scenes emerging from the training camp as Oleksandr Usyk is reportedly working alongside Tyson Fury ahead of the Rico Verhoeven fight. This unexpected alliance has sent waves through boxing circles as fans witness two heavyweight giants sharing preparation strategies. The intensity inside camp is building as Usyk sharpens his approach with Fury's experience, now adding a new dangerous edge to his game plan for the upcoming crossover clash.
What does anything mean? Whether you're the best or you're the worst, or what does it even mean? It all...
Good, and again. Creeping, front foot in, head out. Good, making a jab after as well.
Oleksandr Usyk has made a bold claim saying he will finish Rico Verhoeven in the second round. With reports of intense training alongside Tyson Fury, confidence in his camp is rising fast. This has added major hype around the crossover fight as Usyk looks fully focused and ready for an explosive early statement win.
That come about?
It's real fight. It's real fight. It's a dangerous guy. This is 50% show, 50% fight. But for me, it's 100% fight because I very serious in the training, my plan. But many people wanna show. Okay, no problem. You want show.
Johnny Nelson highlights Oleksandr Usyk's dominance and how he has cleared out the division at the top level. With the heavyweight scene offering limited big money options, attention now shifts to high-risk crossover fights. Reports of Usyk training alongside Tyson Fury add even more intrigue as this camp prepares him for a major statement opportunity against Rico Verhoeven.
Have a look at Oleksandr, what he's done. He's wiped the floor with everybody. He's established himself at the top there. So now you look at him and you'll think financially, will he be in a better position than Tyson Fury? No, not in my opinion. Anthony Joshua? No, not in my opinion. The big money fights aren't out there for him, so he's got to do something. He's got to put himself in a position where he's got to win because he's proved he's top draw. So in this fight here, I think it creates interest, intrigue. I'm quite sure there's a healthy pay packet at the end of it. This is now business for him.
Dave Allen questions Rico Verhoeven's boxing credentials, calling the matchup a mismatch at heavyweight level. Despite that, attention shifts back to Oleksandr Usyk's preparation, especially with Tyson Fury reportedly involved in camp. This has intensified interest in Usyk's sharpness and readiness heading into this crossover fight.
Yeah, but I'm not interested in... I like Rico Verhoeven, sparred him, know him, nice fella, very good kickboxer, one of the best of all time, but he's not a boxer. If he wants to fight... Can he box? Yeah, he can box, he's a very good boxer, but he shouldn't be boxing the best heavyweight in the world. If he wants to do it as an exhibition, go and do it. I'm not interested in Usyk Verhoeven, just for the simple fact it's...
Rico Verhoeven explains his transition from kickboxing to boxing, highlighting the challenge of adapting to 12-round fights and a different rhythm. However, the focus stays on Oleksandr Usyk's preparation, with reports linking him to intense camp work alongside Tyson Fury. This has increased anticipation and pressure on Rico heading into this crossover clash.
What an opportunity and what a backdrop, the pyramids of Giza. I mean, the O2 is cool, but wow, will that be mega. Obviously live on DAZN as well.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now in the next few weeks for prep?
Yeah, training my ass off. So really putting in so much work because it's a huge transition. It's where we're going from kickboxing to boxing. We're going from 5 championship rounds to 12. So like the transition is incredible. It's so big, and for me now, doing this and like just jumping into it even deeper than I already did, it's like submerging myself in into something new. And now I really even more feel like the boxing sport is like art.
For sure.
It's like normally it's high pace, 5 rounds, pop, 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 and it's over. Now it's like 12 rounds. You get like all this time to paint this masterpiece.
Let's hope you get all that time.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Because if I touch him, I drop him right away. So, but let's hope we get like the full 12 rounds and have fun with it.
Fabio Wardley expresses doubts about Rico Verhoeven's level in boxing compared to elite professional standards, suggesting questions around competitiveness. However, attention continues to build around Oleksandr Usyk's preparation, especially reports linking him to Tyson Fury in training camp. This has shifted focus toward Usyk's sharpness and dominance as fans debate how serious this crossover challenge truly is and whether Rico can handle elite pressure inside the ring.
Understand that he's kind of earned the right to do what you want, but I at least expected it to be some sort of active boxer, someone of some... Not to say I don't actually know much about Verhoeven in terms of a kickboxer, of what his quality level is, but what I'm saying is I expected it to be someone of a decent caliber of a professional boxer. But if it's not, then fine. Look, do your thing, do you, and hopefully he returns to actual professional boxing against some of the top.
Spencer Oliver questions how Rico Verhoeven has earned a direct shot at Oleksandr Usyk despite limited professional boxing experience, calling it unfair to contenders. Still, the spotlight remains on Usyk's preparation, especially reports of him training alongside Tyson Fury. This has added extra tension on Usyk's sharpness and confidence as debate grows around whether experience or hype will define this crossover heavyweight clash.
This kid's had one bout as a professional boxer. You go, so, you know, how can he jump the queue and box Oleksandr Usyk for the WBC title? To me, that doesn't make any sense at all, and I think it makes a mockery, again, of the WBC.
Rico Verhoeven acknowledges Oleksandr Usyk's dominance in boxing, comparing him to his own status in kickboxing and calling him a benchmark of greatness. This respect adds more intrigue to the fight as Usyk continues intense preparation, reportedly alongside Tyson Fury. The build-up now centers on whether Rico can match that elite level or whether Usyk's boxing mastery proves too much inside the ring.
Sure.
And Oleksandr Usyk is the Rico Verhoeven in boxing.
Yeah.
So like he's been dominating for so long and in such phenomenal fashion. So I was like, wow, if we could do this, that would be like the cherry on the cake.
Simon Jordan highlights the commercial and strategic motivation behind this crossover fight, suggesting deeper reasons behind Oleksandr Usyk's involvement beyond competition alone. Meanwhile, reports of Usyk training with Tyson Fury have intensified public attention on his preparation. This has created even more speculation around how serious this challenge is and whether Usyk is preparing for dominance or simply navigating a business-driven matchup.
Little space, and I can see how the monetization vehicle of this works, but Usyk wouldn't be doing this unless there's a reason for it. There must be a motivation behind it. It must be some form of derivative as to what happened between the various disciplines crossing over with Ngannou.
Paul Smith raises concerns about Rico Verhoeven getting a title opportunity despite limited boxing experience, while also acknowledging Oleksandr Usyk's right to choose his opponent after dominating the division. However, focus again shifts to Usyk's preparation, with reports linking him to Tyson Fury in training camp. This has added more hype around his readiness and whether this crossover fight is a tune-up or a serious test at elite level.
Been a kickboxer for a long time and not really done much in boxing at all to warrant a shot at Oleksandr Usyk when there's a queue so big. And
Indeed.
You know what I mean? And that's the most important thing. The people who are sitting waiting for their shot in line are going to be fuming over this. Some would say, to counter that argument, Usyk probably earned the right to have an easier one.
Peter Fury highlights mutual interest from both sides, confirming that both Oleksandr Usyk and Rico Verhoeven were willing to make this crossover clash happen. This has intensified attention on Usyk's preparation, especially with reports linking him to Tyson Fury in training camp. The involvement of elite heavyweight experience around Usyk has added another layer of seriousness to his approach, as fans now closely watch how he sharpens his skills for this unusual but high-profile matchup inside the boxing world.
Rico wanted the fight, Usyk wanted it. They said both ultimate fighting men, aren't they? So fights like this are not going to be hard to make.
Wade Plemons leans toward Oleksandr Usyk dominating the matchup, but still acknowledges the unpredictable nature of crossover fights. This debate has grown stronger as Usyk's training with Tyson Fury continues to circulate, adding serious attention to his preparation. The focus now shifts toward whether Usyk treats this as a routine win or a statement performance, especially with critics and fans divided over how competitive Rico Verhoeven can actually be inside a boxing ring against elite opposition.
Fight. In fact, I think the fight is going to be a fun one. I think Usyk's probably going to wash Rico, but hey, you never know. Francis walked in there, knocked down Tyson, jiggled his balls in his face, and ended up almost beating him. So yeah, I'll watch this. It's an entertainment fight. It's a crossover fight, and while I think that Oleksandr Usyk has bigger fish to fry in the heavyweight division, when KBL is a mandatory.
Liam Goff strongly criticizes the legitimacy of the fight, calling it a gimmick and questioning Rico Verhoeven's credentials at world-level boxing. Despite the controversy, attention remains locked on Oleksandr Usyk's preparation, with reports of him training alongside Tyson Fury adding credibility to his camp intensity. This has intensified the narrative that Usyk is preparing seriously, even as debate continues over whether this crossover bout protects his legacy or risks it in a commercially driven matchup.
This is a joke. This is nothing but a gimmick fight, and it's even more shameless considering the fact, one, it's on pay-per-view, and two, it's for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Does Rico Verhoeven, with his one win over a decade ago against the guy who was 0-5, deserve a world title shot? Answers on a postcard. Can you play the recorder? No. That's the answer. This is shocking. Shocking stuff from Oleksandr Usyk. This is Oleksandr Usyk picking money over legacy.
Max Kellerman provides context on Rico Verhoeven's physical advantages and kickboxing dominance, but also highlights the clear difference between disciplines. This has become central to the debate as Oleksandr Usyk continues intense preparation, reportedly alongside Tyson Fury. The contrast between elite boxing experience and crossover transition is now a key talking point, with fans watching closely to see whether Usyk's technical mastery can neutralize size and power differences inside the ring.
All right, it's going to be Verhoeven's second professional boxing match. But guys, Verhoeven is 6'5", 270, and he is like the dominant champion in kickboxing. I used to watch kickboxing all the time. Growing up, if there was no boxing on TV way before the UFC, they'd like ESPN to have kickboxing on. I used to watch it, right? Chris, you have fought. Now look, it is not boxing, it's kickboxing.
Peter Fury praises Rico Verhoeven's long-term dominance in kickboxing, recognizing his championship pedigree and experience against elite opposition. However, attention continues to center on Oleksandr Usyk's boxing preparation, especially with Tyson Fury reportedly involved in training camp. This has added more intensity to Usyk's buildup, as fans debate whether elite boxing skill and movement will prove decisive against a proven but transitioning crossover athlete.
This is the real kickboxing king, a heavyweight undisputed champion that's reigned for 12 years plus. You know, at the top. So he's fought everybody. So now, you know, he's had every kind of challenge. You know, he's come through that, and with him being around me in boxing as well for so long, and knowing that he found.
Ade Oladipo highlights Rico Verhoeven's rise through kickboxing ranks, from prince to king, while acknowledging his solid boxing ability. Still, the main focus remains on Oleksandr Usyk's preparation, with reports of him training alongside Tyson Fury adding major attention to his camp. This has intensified expectations around Usyk's sharpness and tactical edge as the boxing world debates whether experience at the highest level will outweigh crossover credentials in this fight.
Oleksandr Usyk steps in and will take on one of the greatest kickboxers of all time. I'm actually quite a big kickboxing fan, so I know quite a lot about him. I've watched a few of his fights over the years. They used to call him the Prince of Kickboxing, and then he elevated to the King of Kickboxing. I mean, he's a very, very, very good kickboxer who's got decent hands. I can't lie to you. It's funny, yeah?
As this crossover clash moves closer, the boxing world remains deeply divided on what will actually unfold inside the ring. On one side, Oleksandr Usyk enters as a proven elite champion with unmatched technical skill experience and ring IQ at the highest level. On the other side, Rico Verhoeven brings years of dominance in kickboxing and physical strength, but still carries questions around how that translates fully into professional boxing under pressure. What has made this story even bigger is the ongoing talk around Usyk's preparation, with Tyson Fury reportedly involved in training camp, which has only added more attention, intensity, and mystery to his camp structure. If Oleksandr Usyk wins, it further cements his status as one of the most complete fighters of this era across any division, and adds another unique chapter to his legacy. But if Rico Verhoeven shocks the world, it would become one of the biggest crossover upsets in combat sports history, and completely reshape how fighters from other disciplines are viewed in boxing. Everything now comes down to timing, distance control, and who can impose their style first under pressure. Now it is your turn to react. Are you backing Oleksandr Usyk's elite boxing mastery, or do you believe Rico Verhoeven has the power to pull off the upset? Drop your prediction in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more boxing updates and breakdowns.